Hello, bowling report 11/28/16. I actually brought the laptop to the bowling center tonight. And even before we got there, on the counter on the righty view, card game already set up. On the lefty view, card game already set up. I'm in jail. I can't, there's nowhere to put the laptop. So I said the heck with it. So I gotta do this again. I know. So I bowled pretty. I think I bowled maybe about a little better than I scored tonight. First game I scored actually shot 268 the first game. Um, Second game I started going high. At the excuse me. The first, second, third frames of the second game, so I had to move. Now we were on lanes 27 and 28, and traditionally that is not one of my good pairs. And so it did not surprise me that I had to start making a move. Once I started to make a move, my carry went south pretty much, and I made a couple not so great shots too. 204 the second game. Last game I believe was 213, 685. Now, to be honest, 685 on 27 and 28 is pretty good for me, so I can't really complain about it. Yes, it's disappointing to shoot 268 and only shoot 785, but I've done worse than that too. So, Brian shot very well. He shot 750, and that doesn't surprise me at all because a lot of times when my shot goes south, Brian's shot is good. And it's funny how that goes with certain players. I remember many years ago, myself and Daryl Savage. Every time he bowled good, I wouldn't. Every time I bowled good, he would. Or he wouldn't. We were just opposite, different kind of roles on the ball, and it's amazing. But that's been going on for many years, and it's funny because a lot of times, um, when a lot of people aren't bowling well, it's like my shot is there. So I've always been like an opposite kind of bowler, I guess. So 685. Uh, just try to continue what I did last week, and when I had to move, you know, I probably I probably moved too far, and I actually slowed the bowling ball down. A lot of times that works just very well. But tonight I ended up after I moved left. Moved left. My initial move was actually three boards with my feet. And tonight happened to be one of those nights where I don't think I had to move that far. I should have just parallel left a little bit tonight. But other times, I gotta move. Now I'm doing this opposite because that's how I am. I had to move uh, most of the time over certain people and get to a different little zone on the lane. So let's say my target is at the arrows is 8.5, like it was tonight. My move is usually right away 11-12 at the arrows, and I just usually most of the time it works for me when I like avoid 9-10 board, that middle area. Tonight I should have just moved a little bit. It looks like, judging by ball reaction, just a little bit into 9-10 area and gone on with it. But you do what you go on history a lot of times and what's happened in the past and take your best shot. Just so you know, because a lot of people don't know this. Yes, I've had this, and this one's been here for many years. Checked out a couple months ago. It's been a while already. Dermatologist. This has been here for a long time, except it didn't show like this. Same thing with this one here. Seborrheic keratosis, complete benign thing. The first thing the dermatologist said was, "Oh yeah, that's that. And the best treatment for that is no treatment and all that. So nothing to worry about." I had one mole on my lower right side of my back that didn't match any of the other moles, so they took a biopsy on that, and that was negative. That was benign, so nothing to worry about. Okay. What else? Let me think. Okay, I've now thought, and just either I can go into a long little rant about something, or I can just end it here. Let's take a vote. All right, I'll go into I'll try to abbreviate the rant just a little bit, and it has to do with work. And I'm not going to mention any names. I'm just going to tell you a situation. For right now, probably through December, although I don't know for sure, I've got to have split days off. And those split days off are going to be, as far as I know right now, Mondays and Wednesdays. I have to work Tuesdays. Back about 7 years ago, I'm a dealer in a casino in Atlantic City. If you don't know that, now you do. Nice. And we became unionized right around 7 years ago. And right around 7 years ago, a couple things switched from how they used to be. Number one, we had a shift bid. I work swing shift, which is nights, usually 8 to 4 in the morning. Swing shift. So I bid on that, just like I was on before. And I bid on Tuesdays and Wednesdays off because back 7 years ago, I was either still bowling at DiDonato's Tuesday night or out at Mousetrap, whichever one lines up. It's all the same. Tuesday nights. They were always Tuesday nights. And then I would sometimes bowl Wednesday nights in Toms River. The second thing that changed with the coming of the union was we went from weekly tokes, which is weekly tips pooled together for all the dealers, to daily tips. So you only get what, like, I work 5 days. Those 5 days goes into the pot for me, and I get paid for those 5 days. The other Tuesdays I don't work, I don't get anything. Okay, so now one of our biggest players in our casino tends to come in occasionally on Wednesday nights. Not every Wednesday. And he'll miss a month, he'll miss 2 months, then he'll start coming for 3 or 4 weeks, and then he'll start going to Borgata, or he's went to Sugar House in Philadelphia, and he does what he wants to do. What has happened recently is there's been a lot of dealers, mostly on another shift, the majority on another shift that I don't work, that usually the sun is out during that time of day. I'm not going to mention the name of the shift, but that's gives you a good idea. A lot of people on that shift have gradually been taking advantage of the system and exchanging their days off and working Wednesday. They've maneuvered themselves to working Wednesday to hopefully make some more money because it's a good money day overall. Can't blame them, but it's taking advantage of the system also. Well, some other dealers complained about that to management. And management saw fit to get into a little hissy fit or whatever you want to call it. And their answer to that is no more switches, no more exchanging days off until further notice. Now, that puts me in a problematic situation for having Mondays off now, doesn't it? So now the last couple of weeks, I've had to go to my shift manager and ask, can I please have Monday off? And so far I'm getting it. But I can't have Wednesday off to have 2 days in a row. I got to work Tuesday. I don't know if I said that right. I can't be working Wednesday. I can't be working Wednesday because people are they're gonna complain and then complain. My reason for having Tuesday, Wednesday, or Monday, Tuesday off and working Wednesday, of course, is for bowling. The guy, the big player on Wednesdays. That's just coincidental for me. It was nice, but it's not my main uh, focus of getting off on Mondays and Tuesdays. So for the foreseeable future, I've got to be off Wednesdays and Mondays if I want to bowl, work Tuesdays. So that's just, you know, I talk to people sometimes that work in the casino and they think, oh wow, what a great place. What a great place to work. Wow. And they just don't realize some things that go on there, and it's been good to me. I can't overall complain. It's I've had some medical things that have happened in the past where the hospital bill, would have been 40 something $1,000, and then that's negotiated down to 6,000 with my insurance. I end up paying 500. It's that's a wonderful thing, and I thank the casino for that, for allowing me to have that. This happened in 2011 when I had an ulcer, a bleeding ulcer, and I had to be in the hospital for 3 days. You know, so there's a lot of good that comes out. Once in a while, you get a little bad thing that happens, and you got to deal with it. So right now, I'm dealing with split days. I don't actually mind split days off that much. A lot of people would go crazy with it, but at least I can deal with it okay. But that's just a little rant, just because. All right. I guess that's it for this week. Next week we're on 11 and 12 on the other side again. I should have, as far as I can tell, some space to put the laptop so I can record it. I hope. Plus, usually I tend to bowl a little bit better carry on that side of the house for whatever reason. I think it hooks more, and I like hooking lanes. My ball roll, my lower ball track likes hooking lanes. So maybe next week I can shoot 503 for 3 games or something, or maybe 803. You never know. All right, so that's it for this week. I've had enough. Bye bye.